back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. So, Cardi B and Rilla might have something heating up. Now, I think it was in my last video I talked about how fans wanted a Rilla and Nicki collaboration, even though she's part of the Cardi B alliance, okay? But Rilla does want to work with Cardi B again, especially after the success of Yesterday 2. Remember, they did that song Yesterday 2 that went top 10. They also did the remix to, I think the song was called Wannabe. Okay, wasn't she on the Wannabe remix? I don't know how that did on the charts, but Yesterday 2 did go top 10. And Rilla is looking to do some collaborations because she is gearing up to drop another album. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Now, here's my thing. I feel like if Cardi B works with Rilla, this could affect her relationship with Megan, low-key, because Megan ain't cool with Rilla. That's an obvious. Okay? So it's going to be very interesting to see if she wants to remain neutral, or is she going to team up with Rilla? Okay? Because I feel like Cardi B publicly does not like to go up against, I feel like she doesn't like to go up against Megan Thee Stallion publicly. But she's willing to go up against pretty much anybody else publicly. You know, it don't even feel like she give a fuck that she called scratch off a coochie. She's just like, oh, I'll buy you a purse. She went up against Ice Spice publicly, JT, Bia, Nicki. But she knows that Meg has the sympathy train, okay, behind her. So she don't really want to go up against her publicly. But behind the scenes, Cardi and Meg don't really like each other either. And is very evident. So I think it is going to be interesting to see if Gorilla Glue and Cardi B team up again to see how Megan Thee Stallion responds. Because I can see shots being thrown. I can see Megan throwing a shot at Gorilla. And it's going to be very interesting to see if Gorilla responds. Okay? But let me know if you guys would like to see Gorilla and Megan make up. That could happen too. You know, Gorilla could go to her and be like, it's a misunderstanding. You know, I wasn't trying to shade you. I don't want no issue with you. She could say, oh, I don't even like Tori. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see how this is handled in the future. Now, moving on from that, it has been reported that Megan Thee Stallion recently registered a new song titled Fit Check featuring Doja Cat. Okay? Now, if you guys remember, a few days ago, Megan Thee Stallion did say that she wanted Doja Cat on her album.
We want Doja. We want all the things.
Now, I don't know if I fully believe this collaboration fully, because I'm like, Fit Check, that is a terrible name for a song in my opinion. But let me know if this is real. Let me know how y'all gonna feel about Doja Cat and Megan doing a collaboration. Okay, now they already did kind of sort of collaboration in 2021 with Ariana. I think it was the 69 remix or 34-35 remix, whatever you want to call it. I feel like in regards to Megan and Doja Cat, if this was 2021, 2022, it'd probably be a top 10 hit. I don't know how many people really care now. We see how people are gravitating towards D0JA and Gorilla Glue, but I don't see people really gravitating, and I'm talking about the general public, towards, you know, Doja Cat right now. I mean, her album came and went. I don't know if people care about a Megan and Doja Cat collaboration. It might have the same hype as the Scratch Off and Ice Spice collaboration. Remember, Scratch Off and Ice Spice collaborated a few months ago and y'all paid a dust. Same thing with the Scratch Off and Cardi B collaboration that happened. But that probably got sabotaged when that phone leaked. that phone call where she was calling scratch off a coochie. So that probably derailed people from wanting to listen to that song. Now, moving on to Cardi B and Stephon Diddy. Cardi B was at the Patriots game supporting Stephon Diddy. And it seems like a lot of fans feel like she was basically trying to clock the haters, because it was reported a few days ago, the story did break, that Stephon Diddy was having 2 babies, twins, with another girl, KJ, who used to date Champagne Thickums. Okay? So a lot of fans feel like she's like saying, haha, me and Stephon Diddy are still together. In my opinion, if that's what she was trying to do, for me, it did not work. I feel like it's giving PR, no shade, because how you pop out at a game after these rumors come out. You wasn't going to the games before then. The album came out, 2-3 months ago? You ain't been doing nothing since, and I understand that you're pregnant, but it doesn't give that this relationship is completely authentic now that you pop out after the rumors come out that he's having other children. Then Off the Cheat decided to post this picture. I don't know if he was shading Stephon Diddy, but he did post this picture when, she was at the game. Okay? But here's the thing, though. Despite what Off the Cheat is posting, I will give Cardi B her 7s, because guess what? She wasn't sitting with the wags. Okay? She was sitting next to Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots. So I will give her 7s for that. Okay? That was some bullshit right there. I do still believe that this relationship is not completely authentic, because you popped out after the rumors came about. No shade. Now, the Grammys are getting called out, and they also will be receiving 50,000 lashings. So the Grammys will announce their nominations this week. Okay, we definitely will be getting to that. But they have made a few changes because Queen Bee won Album of the Year for the 2025 Grammys. And then she also won Best Country Album, which allegedly had a lot of country white artists unhappy behind the scenes. A lot of country white artists were upset about this, and so they made a change. Okay, so following Queen Bee's historic win as the first Black woman to win Best Country Album, the category has been retired and split into 2. Best Contemporary Country Album, Black dominated, and Best Traditional Country Album, white dominated. Okay? A lot of fans are calling this racist. In my opinion, I do feel like this is racist. Okay, that you got to split it into 2 categories for a Black person to win and a white person to win. Best is best. Okay, that's what it needs to be. Is Best Album of the Year, Best Rap Album. There's no way we need to split that into 2 different categories. Like, that's ridiculous. But they're doing it because a lot of white artists, especially white country artists, were upset about her winning Country Album of the Year, Best Country Album of the Year, and also Album of the Year. They were very upset about that. People felt like she snubbed Billie Eilish and Sabrina Carpenter, and, no shade, Queen Tay also got snubbed by Queen Bee. So let me know how y'all feel about it. To me, I just feel like it is wrong to split it into 2 different categories after a Black person won. Okay? Y'all didn't do that with Album of the Year. Stop it. Don't do that with the country category. And I feel like Black people, we created country music. White people, they stole it. So why do we need to split that category when they stole the genre from us? Just how they stole everything else. They stole rock. They stole country. They tried to take hip hop. They stole everything. So I don't understand why it needs to be split into 2 categories to please the white people. That's very odd to me. Now, Megan is still on Tory's neck. It has been reported that after getting stabbed 14 times and barely surviving the incident, TMZ has learned via a new legal document that a judge ordered Tory to sit for a deposition, another one, for the lawsuit Megan Thee Stallion has filed against Milagro. Now, Meg team wants to question Tory about his relationship with Milagro, and the judge says Tory can plead the fifth if needed. Wow. So she's still after Tory's neck. Now, a lot of people are saying this is harassment. Here's the thing. I believe, and I've always said this, Megan is in love with Tory. I keep trying to tell y'all, this is the only way she can kind of get underneath his skin. So I feel like she is showing, like a single white female would, that she is obsessed or in love with Tory. Okay? Ain't no reason why you need to have so many depositions for a lawsuit he has nothing to do with. Your issue is with Milagro. You can say that he was paying her. Aren't you supposed to show the receipts that he was paying her in the trial that is happening? Why do you need to depose him? Why do you need to interview him for? Because you're in love with Tory. I keep trying to tell y'all. It's going to come out in the next few years, watch, that Megan had an obsession with Tory. I'm telling y'all. Ain't no way you not obsessed or in love if you keep bothering him, okay? Like, he has nothing to do with the lawsuit. And even if he was paying Milagro, you would have the receipts to show that in court. You wouldn't need to put him in no deposition. You're doing that because guess what? You love Tory and you're trying to get back at him because he chose Kylie. That's what it is. He chose Kylie. You had to drag him out the pool. We know the play. I'm not even mad at it, because if you guys watch Dateline or, Lifetime, a lot of women act like this, act like a single white female stalker, act a little bit crazy, allegedly. So I'm not really shocked by this. My whole thing with Megan, I think she should be a little bit more discreet with it because you are in a new relationship. And I think that it might probe some questions that Clay might have eventually. Like, why does she keep bothering this dude? You know what I'm saying? So I think she should just be a little bit more discreet with it, in my opinion. Now, moving on from that, SZA got to come to the front of the congregation. Now, Travis Kelce's ex, Kayla Nicole, she made her own rendition of Toni Braxton's He Wasn't Man Enough for Me for Halloween. And she looked absolutely amazing. Like, her body is snatched. She looked gorgeous. I was watching this on mute. I didn't even realize she was shading Tay and Travis until like maybe a few hours after she posted the video, because I was like, wow, her body's snatched. I'm watching it on mute. I'm like, okay, she Toni Braxton. And SZA liked the post, which fans are confirming this is shade towards Queen Taylor. Now, if you guys remember, last month, she liked a post insinuating that Taylor was using the Black community and how she's a culture vulture. Okay, she liked a post on TikTok last month shading Tay, and now she's doing it again. It's like, SZA, do you want to get blackballed? Do you want your career to be over? Because I don't feel like you can go up against the chart-obsessed racists. I don't think you can go up against Tay. Okay? I think that because her fan base is so big and she's very, very highly connected in the industry. And not only that, she's blonde, she has blue eyes. SZA, you might want to sit this out. I know y'all have issues, and I talked about the beef between SZA and Tay on Patreon. Link will be in the description if you want the tea behind that. But I just feel like it's not smart, okay? Because, I feel like you're gearing up to get blackballed. The next time you drop, you might not do the same numbers. Okay, because you lost some fans. I do feel like some of the Swifties probably were listening to SZA's music. And not only that, though, I feel like even if, she still put out music and it do decent, I do feel like, no shade, Taylor will sabotage her like she did with Billie Eilish and Charlie XCX. So I feel like, SZA's playing dangerously. Maybe she thinks she's above anything, or, she got an ego now because SOS is Almost Diamond. You know, she has one of the highest selling albums by Black female artists this decade. So maybe it's gotten to her head, but I think she needs to pipe down, because going up against the queen could definitely create some issues for you in the future. Now, moving on to Tate McRae. She does have to receive 50,000 lashes because she was exposed for lip singing, no shade, on stage. She was caught red-handed. So basically, the mic was upside down and the song was playing, and it wasn't just the backtrack. You know, they trying to say, oh, that's the backtrack music. No. She wasn't even singing a little bit. Like, it was definitely fake, and people say, oh, well, she dances. Girl, that has nothing to do with anything. Beyonce sing and dance all the time. Her mic be on. Okay, I saw her live. What are you talking about? Tate McRae lip singing because she can't sing in real life. Oh, let's be very clear. She can't sing in real life. That's why she be lip singing. Let's be very clear. The vocals don't give, and that's the main reason why. Point blank, period. Okay? The vocals non-existent live. So that's why she has to lip sing. It ain't no backtrack. How you accidentally put the mic in the wrong direction? That means you never gonna sing. Like, you just had it in the wrong direction. Like, no. You don't sing live. And that's the issue. Now, moving on from that, a lot of fans are clouding Champagne Thickums, unfortunately, because the Blue Jays lost to the LA Dodgers for the World Series. Now, a lot of people are clowning him because Top 5, who is an OVO affiliate, posted a DM from Champagne Thickums. This was a week or two ago, where Champagne Thickums was in his DM saying LA versus Toronto. Then he also was spotted at a few games. He also was trolling some of the players on the team via social media, like he usually do. He get overly cocky and then he lose. And so Top 5, the OVO affiliate who has a connection with Champagne Thickums, posted, "We gonna beat them boys like Drake beat Kendrick," which I don't ever recall that happening. I must have missed when, that happened. But with that being said, they lost. The Blue Jays did lose, and unfortunately, and everybody is clowning Champagne Thickums. People are posting, they not like us, streaming Kendrick's Squabble Up. That was in the Nike commercial. Streaming Dodger Blue, which is on GNX. TV Off and Not Like Us. So a lot of people are saying that this is another L for Champagne Thickums. Now, Champagne Thickums is also involved in another lawsuit, even though he's directly not being sued, but his name has been dropped, okay? A new class action lawsuit against Ckbäłłëd claims billions of Champagne Thickums streams were fraudulent, and the streaming platform turned a blind eye to it. The suit was filed in California District Court on Sunday night with Snoop Dogg's cousin, RBX, named as the lead plaintiff. Every month, under Ckbäłłëd's watchful eye, billions of fraudulent streams are generated from fake and illegal methods, like bots, the lawsuit states. Such a mass-scale streaming fraud, it continues and causes financial harm to legitimate artists, songwriters, producers, and other right holders. While the lawsuit suggests that the use of bots is widespread on Ckbäłłëd, the only example it cites pertains to Champagne Thickums. It claims voluminous information which Ckbäłłëd knows or should know, citing that Champagne Thickums' approximately 37 billion streams were inauthentic and appeared to be the work of a sprawling network of bots accounts. Okay, so let me know how y'all feel about it. Another lawsuit, and he's getting named. Wow. This is crazy. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Nicki, City Sweetie, Taylor, and SZA, and Selena and Haley beef on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Hope you have a great day.